So, what are your thoughts on Andrew Gillum going around the state with Debbie Wasserman Schultz? Best idea
Yeah.
ever or greatest idea ever?
Oh God, is there any other option? I mean, you know, he did he sell a snake oil, or is he doing what he thinks he has to do to win? Who knows? But anytime you back off of Medicare for all, you've lost my support. So I could care less who he's traveling the state with. It's his messaging that he changed. If he wants to go on to a bus tour with Hillary to go raise a whole bunch of money, okay, but are you still fighting for Medicare for all? And he's not. So since he's backed off of his progressive stances, I'm furious. And the fact that he's doing it and he's going on tour with Debbie Wasserman Schultz, with the Clintons, it just makes me feel like he sold a snake oil and we fell for it. I don't think it's the first time progressives have been fooled by an establishment person. I don't think it'll be the last time. But what we need to do is we need to start actually sticking to the platform.
Well, he goes back and forth. He constantly, and his website is it's very, the verbiage is kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's like people, they like to just censor out certain sentences and be like, see, he thinks Medicare for all is a good idea. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, he says one sentence where he thinks it could be a good idea. And then he goes on for about 4 paragraphs talking about, quote unquote, strengthening the ACA. And when a politician does that, it's their fault. It's not the fault of the people noticing inconsistencies in their messaging and addressing it. It's their fault. Yes. And if not being consistent in that messaging causes them to lose, it's their fault. It's not the people's fault. It's their fault. Yeah. And if they're not standing by those policies because they think it, quote unquote, can't win, well, then why are you mad at somebody else for pointing it out? Exactly. If those policies can't win and that's why they're not standing by it, don't get mad at the person that stands for them that points out that they're not.
Yeah, well, Ron, you bring up an interesting point because consultants have now they've learned you have to get messaging to progressives to win, and so they've created this thing that I call Bullshit Mountain, and they put a whole bunch of stuff on Bullshit Mountain. Mm-hmm. So this whole
did they take you up on making that the official name? I mean, it seems
no. I gave it to them, and it's the one thing that I'll give to them for free. So
that was nice of you.
Yeah. So
it's probably better than what they would have come up with.
Exactly. Yeah. So they have Bullshit Mountain, and they tell you need to intertwinkle your messaging and sound moderate yet appeal to progressives. There's only one way to answer the question. Do you support Medicare for all? Yes. That's it. Yeah. If your answer is not yes, if it's yes, but, then that's a no. If it's I do, but the AC, no. If you don't support Medicare for all and word it like that, I'm sorry, you've left the movement. You're no longer in this movement.
Well, whenever somebody says the whole baby steps aside, which is just, I mean, that's Bullshit Mountain. Yeah. Whenever somebody says, I'm just like, you had your baby step. It was Mitt Romney's healthcare plan, the ACA.
Yep.
That's what it was. That was your baby step.
Exactly.
That was somewhat better than the nothing we had because we had absolutely nothing. It wasn't a great plan. It was just better than the nothing we had. Yeah. That was your baby step. Now it's time to go a step further and cut these insurance industries out of it once and for all and go to the type of healthcare system the rest of the industrialized world takes for granted.
Absolutely. And for me, my baby step is much different. My baby step's not the ACA. My baby step is, okay, let's pass it in California. And then once it's
I'm saying what I meant was when people say that, when people say, well, we need to go baby steps, I'm like, you had your baby step.
Absolutely.
The ACA was the baby step. It's over now. Exactly. And when you say fixing the ACA, you know how you fix the ACA single payer. That's how you fix the ACA. That's how you want to know how to fix it. I just strengthened it for you. Yeah. I just strengthened it for you. And by strengthen, I mean fix completely.
Yeah. See, you keep saying you're not going to run, but you're giving all the right answers. Why don't you run for something?
I told you why. I'm not gonna be diplomatic around my colleagues. I'm not gonna do that. You can. You'll be able to fake it. You'll be able to.
I'll be nicer about it, but I'm not. If someone has to get called out, they have to get called out. But I'll be kind.
No, you can call someone out and still be diplomatic. Yeah. But joking aside, you have the ability to extend those necessary olive branch in the position of office. That's why you're running. I mean, dude, I've been a comedian for a decade. I don't know how to do that. I mean,
I feel you.
Like what? I have to sit in a meeting with you people, and make it
I
out
feel
like
you.
your not ideas deserve to just not be mocked the entire time. I'm not gonna take this seriously. I'm gonna like run stand up by you guys because I can't stand being here, and I'll think at least if I make you laugh, I accomplished something for the day. That's why I don't run for office.
Perfect. Well, there you go. Perfect.
But Pasta needs to run for office. He really does. I keep telling him, and he keeps bullshitting me. Which Fiorella should really run.
Fiorella needs to run for office.
Fiorella needs to run for office.
I'm lucky she doesn't live in my district because she'll smoke it out here and she'll win.
I wouldn't want to go up against her on a debate.
Oh no.
I mean, first of all, it'd be boring because we would just probably be like, yeah, we agree on that. Yeah, we agree on that. We agree on this. Yeah, we pretty much. I don't disagree with anything, but she's way more likable than me. So shit, I'm voting for her. That's I lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Another reason why I don't run for office. I'm just like, I would in some cases I would just prefer my opponent.
There you go. He's better than me.
Way more likable. Yeah, you should totally vote for them. They got a much better chance. And I don't want the job. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your